Welcome to WCBS880.com. I am Felix DeJesus, and you are watching Yankees Daily. The Yankees open up a series tonight against the Boston Red Sox. They are 2-1 this year against the Sox. The Yankees' three scheduled starters for the current series at Boston are Phil Hughes, CC Sabathia, and A.J. Burnett. They have a combined record of 11-1 with an ERA of 2.16. Derek Jeter played in his 2,164th career game in Wednesday's win versus Baltimore and will pass Lou Gehrig on the Yankees' all-time list. He only trails Mickey Mantle, who played in 2,401. Today we have an interview with Gary Thorne, broadcaster for the Baltimore Orioles. We're with one of the best voices in baseball and definitely in hockey. That's Gary Thorne, of course, the announcer for the Baltimore Orioles. And this team, we got Matt Wieters, we got Nick Markakis, Adam Jones, the foundation for it to be a good team in the next 5 years. But what does it have to do to compete in the next couple of years?
Well, it's got to be consistent, and that really has been the problem for this ball club. Pitching and hitting day in, day out, you're just never quite sure what you're going to get. The starting pitching, there are probably really three starters that should be there. The bullpen's a mess. Closer's hurt. Setup man's been sent to the minors. So that said, there's an attempt to restructure here, but you just can't do it with just the young kids who are coming up and learning the game. I mean, like Brian Mattis is probably their best pitcher, but he's only thrown 14 games at the major league level. So that's the kind of thing they're dealing with. It is a reconstruction process, and right now it's like, maybe 60% of the way there, but that ain't going to get it done, especially, especially in the East.
Do you develop the way the Rays do, or do you try to get some good players through the trade? What would be the best way?
Well, they want to build through the system. They don't have the money to do what the Red Sox and the Yankees do, so you're going to have to do something out of the system. But having said that, it's been 13 years since they've had a winning season, so that means a lot of drafts have gone by and a lot of players have not come forward. Nevertheless, that's what they're going to do, but you're asking the fans to wait 2-3 more years maybe to get a winner out there. They really hope this year would be a 500 year. And now all of a sudden it looks like it's going to be a real struggle to get there.
You say 500 as the magic mark, especially in this hard division. Can they still get there?
Yeah, they can, but you start getting 10, 15 games below 500, you're in trouble. Saving grace is they've played division schedule early, but I'm not sure there are any breaks on this schedule. It's just very tough, so I think making 500 is going to be a real problem for them.
The attendance is down at Camden Yards. But this team, when you look at some of the players, Miguel Tejada, probably 1 or 2 years, do you think they might trade some players come the trading deadline?
Well, I think they hope so. I mean, Tejada and Atkins are only on one-year deals. They're holding the fort for other kids in the minor leagues who are going to come up. So do you use them if they have good seasons to go to ball clubs who need help competing? Maybe you do that. That assumes the kids who are at the minor league level have good first halves and are ready to come up to the major league level. That's one of the problems for the Orioles, is that there are all these links in the chain that have to come together at the same time in order for this thing to work. And so far, they haven't. They just haven't. They needed to get off to a better start, to feel good about themselves, that the young kids would feel as though they could win as a group. That was the hope. Instead, you started out with a really tough month of April. And now you're trying to regroup, get these kids back on a winning path and get it going. And so long as that goes on, until they can find a way to put some W's together, to get a good 6-7 game win streak, to win 10 out of 15 ball games, something like that, I think it's going to be tough, because I think until then they're going to question how good they are.
This division, the Yankees are the Yankees. Boston is expected to pick it up. But the Rays, are the Rays for real?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Rays are deep. I like the Rays. They're a very good ball club. And I think they have an extra thing going for them. There are 3 or 4 guys on that team who are in the final year of their contract. And the Rays have already said they're probably not going to be able to re-sign them. Pena's one of those down at first base. And so they've started right from the beginning, and Joe Madden pushed this. Remember that you guys may not play together ever again. And if you're going to get it done, this is the year you may have to get it done. And I think they've taken that to heart. I mean, I think they think this is the final year. A lot of us, the core guys on that team are going to be in the same place. So let's get this done this year and let's win this thing. And I think that's going to be a driving force all year for them.